comes to spirituality and the work that you have to do not forget about the energy that goes into it. Don't forget about the energy that goes into it, because I have been going for about 3 weeks now straight. But the work that I've been doing for the past 3 days specifically, it ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. I've seen the highways, the byways, the freeways, and all interstates. Okay? I'm tired.
Is it 3 or 4? Oh, it's 4 weeks.
What?
Working for a long time. I still feel like it's really 4 weeks.
It could be 4 weeks. I don't even know. See what I'm talking about? I've lost track of time. And this is how you get me when I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm delirious. I'm all kind of stuff. But don't, whatever you're doing in your life, don't start playing with them people. Talking about you ready for something when you're not ready for it. Don't start playing with them people and complaining over little stuff. Don't start wondering why this ain't happening and why this ain't happening and you ain't doing no work. And I do mean all work. I don't mean I meditated today for 10 minutes. What is that? Don't piss me off. Okay? Don't. I'm tired. You gotta do more to meditate. And then if you meditate, you cannot just pick one subject to meditate on. You cannot say that you are meditating and you sitting and thinking about Tyrone for 10 minutes. That ain't no, you don't make me, don't make me cuss. That's not meditating. That's not meditating, beloved. That's you sitting on what you want. That's the type of manifesting, not meditating.
You better break it down.
I said all that to say this. Sometimes the hardest challenges come when it becomes more than just about you. Okay? Because you are on your own journey. You doing your work, you doing your big one, you knocking stuff out left and right, da da da, bada boom, bada bam. And you are ready for your next elevation. And along this way, people. And sometimes it's hard to meet people where they are when you know what you know, when you have done the work that you've done, when you have done the practices, when you have changed your life for the better. Sometimes it's hard to meet people where they are because sometimes, not all times, you are able to tell people exactly who you are, exactly what you do, exactly where you come from, exactly what you practice or believe in. Sometimes it's not about what you say. Sometimes it's about how you act. Sometimes you are bringing people in by being, what's the word I'm looking for? That ain't it. So, okay, let me backtrack some. So, spirituality is not just something that you pick up and put down when you want to. It's not a habit. It's not something to play with. It's not, if you ask me, it's not even an option. Once you're in, you are in. It is a way of life. It's a way of life. And when you are reaching others, you cannot always just say, hey, my team told me this, or my gods told me that, or I speak to ancestors. Because you gotta remember, you have to remember everybody doesn't everybody isn't accepting to information like that. So that's what I mean when I say you have to meet people where they are. So sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. And with spirituality being a way of life, you are walking in that lifestyle on a daily. So you have to strategically be mindful when you are approaching a situation with another person that you are trying to enlighten or awaken or help or guide. Even if you were sent to do it, you have to lead by example. Sometimes you have to do the unthinkable. Sometimes you have to go back over stuff that you've already been through because that person may or may not have, or they may have missed some steps. And you may feel like, I've already done this, why do I have to do it again? But that's just how it is. If you want to continue to move higher, if you want to continue on the next part of your journey, sometimes it calls for you to do things that you don't want to do, or do things that you feel like you are way past. And again, the energy that it takes to do the work is not easy. It's not for the weak. It's not a walk in the park. It's not you work today, you off tomorrow. You're never off. If you are really into it, you're never off work. It's not even a job. I mean, technically, you may look at it as a job from time to time, but you're never off. So don't take it lightly. Don't take this walk lightly. Don't take your gifts lightly. Don't take any of it for granted, because you need it for granted. Because you need it, and the next person needs it too. But just know, you're gonna have to have some temperance. You're gonna have to have some patience out of this world. If you are anything like me, who I lack patience, I have grown in that area. But when it comes to dealing with people who are just so of the world or in the matrix and you're trying to reach them, it's not for the weak. But you gotta just spirit power. You gotta spirit power that thing up. You have to stay committed, because you have to look at it like you wouldn't want anybody to give up on you. And those who do walk this lifestyle, y'all know that y'all are not always easy to deal with. I'm not. I'm way better than where I started from, but I am not a walk in the park from my team. And neither are y'all. Neither are y'all. Somewhere along your journey, you have given your team hell, and probably still do from time to time. So we have to be mindful when we are sent to do these missions or these works, or these enlightenments, or talking to people. You have to give people grace. You have to give people time. You have to really operate outside of who you are and let your spirit guide you more than anything. You have to put ego to the side. You have to put pride to the side. You have to put what you view or what you may see as being dumb or stupid or a waste of your time. You have to put that to the side, because when they tell you to do something, you got to do it. It will be in your best benefit to do it. I'm not going to say you have to do it because you have free will, but just know, whatever you are asking for, or whatever you are wanting, or whatever goals you're trying to reach, is going to require you to put in work in more than one way. Or whatever you are whatever goals you're trying to reach is going to require you to put in work in more than one way. You may have an area where you have to be completely in solitude for weeks or months at a time. And then you may have a time where you have to be an extrovert like no other for months and time and time and time again. You will be put in uncomfortable situations to not only to show your growth, but to also do whatever is being asked of you. It's not always going to be something you agree with. A lot of times you won't agree with it. A lot of times you will find it unnecessary. A lot of times you would be like, why do I have to go talk to this person? This person is still doing the same old. This person they don't care. They don't do this. They don't do that. It doesn't matter. And it does not matter if after you speak to somebody and you do your part, if they change or not. That's up to them. The purpose is you doing your work. No matter how small, no matter how big that may seem. But I just wanted to say, your girl is tired, okay? Because when you're doing your work and then you are doing your day-to-day and you are still keeping or somewhat keeping the balance between your normal operations and whatever assignment that you have, it's not easy. And you will easily lose your mind if you are not balanced and if you don't operate with pure intentions. Whatever you do, if you don't do it with the best intentions, you already messed up. Even if you don't know how it's going to turn out, even if you don't know if whatever you're trying to do or whatever you're being told to do will be accepted by the other person or whatever assignment, you still have to do it, and you have to put your whatever assignment, you still have to do it, and you have to put your best foot forward with anything you do. You have to give it your all each and every time. There is no lack mindset. There is no limitations on how much effort you give. You have to go 1,000% each and every time. That's just the way it is. So yeah, you have breaks, you have moments where you have to rest and you have to reflect and you have to clean your energy and you have to recharge and things like that, and that's fine. Those times are important too. But I think I want everybody to be mindful with when your intuition guides you to do something. Don't be so quick to question it. Don't be so quick to say, why this, why that. Figure out how you're going to do it. Ask, what are my next steps? What do I do next? How do you want me to do that? And then just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. For goodness sake. Just do it. Because the longer you sit and try to figure out how to get out of it, the longer it's going to take you to do it, and the longer whatever it is still going to be sitting there waiting on you. It's really up to you on how fast you want to maneuver through your journey. How much work are you willing to put in? How much time are you willing to give? How often do you tap in? How often do you listen to your people? How often do you just sit and talk to your people without asking for stuff? How often do you reflect on what you really need to go to the next level, to advance? How often? And know that everything is divine. Everything happens within the divine timing. But know that sit and talk to your people without asking for stuff. How often do you reflect on what you really need to go to the next level, to advance? How often? And know that everything is divine. Everything happens within the divine timing. But know that the things that you may be waiting for, you still have to keep a high energy for those things that you are calling in. You can't technically ask for something and throw it away. You have to keep your energy tied to that. Now, don't become obsessive about it. That's not what I'm saying. But you cannot ask for things or expect things, put it out there, and then do nothing and just expect for it to appear. It don't work like that. I'm tired, y'all. Hey, Alexis. I'm tired, but I wanted to share that. Just have patience. Have patience and know that they are not going to lead you wrong. They know more than you even think you know. Even if it don't make sense to you, do it anyway. Listen anyway. Go anyway. Say it anyway. Just do it. Because the more you operate in your purpose, the easier it is. Hi, soul. The more you follow instructions, directions, things of that nature, the easier it is for you. Remember that in all things you are protected. Remember that in all things you are protected. Professor is tired, okay? Professor is giving this quick word because Professor just semi got off work. One job anyway. I'm just giving this quick word to the people. I haven't even started my current work of the day. But I think that was all for the moment. I know that it's not a walk in the park. And know that sometimes when you deal with people, it's not going to always be so easy. It's not easy. Especially, again, when you are dealing with people who already have their own beliefs, who already are like stuck in their own ways, who are already, they already see where they feel like their life is set. And if you are being led to guide them elsewhere, just know you have your work cut out for you, but you can do it. Find the balance and push through.
I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars and the mountains.